I mean, I wasn't gonna originally show anything from today, because when I got to this park, I realized that it was a hoot hoot nest. Couldn't find any interesting raids to go on. But you may notice that there was a gym with a yellow aurora over in the distance. I'm not sure if you remember that Dragonite that I caught. Was it already last weekend? Because I think it was. But there it is, just sitting in the gym. Now I'm going to do a little experiment to see how long it'll last. I mean, it just started to rain, so I already have a bit of an advantage, but considering this is not one of my strongest... Oh, did it just lose CP? I didn't think it started losing... I thought it only lost CP every 10 minutes or something. I didn't think it would lose any. Point being, this is far from the best thing I should throw in, because it's just caught fresh out of the wild. But it is one of my stronger CP Pokemon, sadly. And I'm curious to see if a Dragonite would intimidate incoming challengers and encourage teammates to feed it. Because if you don't know, I don't think I ever showed it off in recording, despite my attempts. Supposedly, if you feed a Pokemon defending a gym enough berries, you can get candy of them. Since Dragonite is a rare Pokemon, my theory is that people will be intimidated by his power, but lured in to keep his CP up by the fact that it's a Dragonite. We'll see how that goes. It's the only gym I was able to take before it started to rain, so if I could get my 50 coins, that'd be great. I could take this one too, but it's 6:30, starting to rain. I should probably just head home. Oh yeah, I also hit level 31. Funny enough, battling in that gym gave me just enough EXP to bump me up. Oh, wait. There we go. Am I close enough to spin the gym again? Because I will do that before I leave if I can. Nope. Well, I'll see you this weekend where I actually do more Pokemon Go shenanigans. There's a new nest rotation, so there's gotta be somewhere there's gotta be something good. I already checked the Silph Grove and Niagara Falls is a bit of disappointment, where that general area is now a Bellsprout nest, and this being the Hoot Hoot nest. And I'm not going back to that park where I got the matchups. That was, even though it was of a Pokemon that I needed candy and needed for my Pokedex and for battling, it didn't feel like an efficient nest, if you know what I mean. It was a bit of a struggle just to get the ones I needed for evolution. But alas, I'm procrastinating. Going on my weekend walk. The very first thing I come across is a Poliwag and an Abra. Obviously, I decided to go for the Abra first. But my point being, I get a good feeling that today is going to be a great day for Pokemon Go. Yep, it's already off to a fantastic start, because I can use all the Abra candy I can get to get my Alakazam up to snuff. And heck, if I get another Alakazam in the process, then who am I to complain? Oh, and the first 2K egg I've got since the Pokemon Go anniversary came around. I was hoping it was a Pichu, but Abra's still pretty good. I don't think I need another Nidoking. I got some pretty good IV ones already. I'll double check though, because it does have perfect attack IVs. I'll certainly double check. Wait a minute. I may just have to make a slight detour. It's really out of the way of my path that I normally walk and want to walk, but it might be worth it. You know, I'm gonna feel quite a bit like an idiot. Curse its GPS. I'm gonna feel quite an idiot if this was the nest the whole time and the other place was just a lucky coincidence. Okay. This is clearly the Totadile nest. This is clearly the nest that's in this area. I apologize to anyone who uses Silk Road in that area. I am pretty sure I led you astray. And if my phone could actually recognize where I was for 2 seconds, maybe I could actually take advantage of that. We'll see if I actually get to catch any of these Totadiles though, because they're pretty far, they're spread pretty far apart, and these spots are quite a bit of a walking distance away from each other. Man, I feel dumb. Hey interwebs, it's Jacket K of the present to clarify the bumbling and stupidity of the Jacket K that recorded this on July 15th or whenever, because apparently even I can't even keep track of the date correctly. I'm pretty sure it's around the 15th weekend though. So, point being, I was sort of right about the area actually being in Totadile nest, and me being wrong about the other place being a nest. In reality, this is a new nest area that I'm exploring, and the previous area that I suspected to be a nest is still a nest, and I never put down the wrong location after all when reporting nests online. So just want to get that out of the way. I was right in not doing anything wrong. In actuality, much more experience with the area, at least in the Pokemon Go since than I was 3 months ago. I think the actual spawn point for these Pokemon is a lot deeper into the park than I actually go, which is probably the real reason why I could only find so many. But since it's right next to the spawn area, it's close enough that a few stragglers wandering too far away from the nest might get picked up on a nearby screen. So that's the extended version of what's really going on with this nest. Because Lord knows, past me had no idea, despite the fact he talked big snot like he did know what was going on. I'll now resume you back to the fumblings of past me. Good luck, soldier. With that in mind, that's the only good nest, and now that I realize that it's not so far away, and I can actually drive deeper into the park myself, and don't have to walk there, I think I'm gonna do that, because I do need a crocodile. Well, that's the raid boss mid-evolution for alligator. I still need it for alligator, and considering that was the first time I've ever seen a Totadile since Gen 2 was released, that may be my best bet to actually get that. And unlike the last park I went to just to get a Pokedex entry, this one won't seem so bad once I actually go through with it. Now, to take advantage of this gym while I can. Really should have done that before walking in, doing all that walking, wasting all that time. 2, 4, but 1, this gym's already full. 2, I was just so excited about that Totodile. One thing, I guess you get an item boost, and that's something. But it does suck when a gym's completely full, You just want to get Pokemon in for some sort of coin bonus. And yet nothing. Yet you're tempted to actually not even do anything for the gym just so you can get a Pokemon into it. Still, I guess I'll feed the Blissey because, hey, small chance of a free Chansey candy. No point passing that up. It's not like I'm going to be putting a Blissey or Snorlax in the gym. I mean, this is exactly where I would have my Snorlax if I had one. Looks like they've been in here for a while though, so maybe I should just let the gym die. But that doesn't change the fact that I want to get a Pokemon in the gym myself. Besides, I don't even remember if I said this already, but it's not like I'm actually going to be able to go to a goodness during this migration, or whatever you call the time frame between migrations. Because all my other ones that are in parks that I know how to get to, or are either close by to home or along the way home, they all suck. The best one I could find was, of course, a Tuscarora that had Shuckles. And I mean, Shuckles are rare Pokemon, so Nest of them is good for me for the dex, but there's no reason for more than one Shuckle. And like Niagara Falls Nest is just Spell Sprouts. And I already told you about the disappointment of that Hoot Hoot nest on the way home. For the 25th anniversary of Nesses, it's a bit of a disappointing set. That Totadile nest is the best thing I've seen so far. So I get the odd feeling that there's a Sneasel nest around here. Because nah, it can't be, because I was going to say I saw Sneasel last weekend too, and they're usually uncommon, but the nest migration took place between weekends, so that actually confirms it's not a nest of anything. You. Is it real? Yeah, it's a bit further back. That freaking muck. Man, I have a bit of a story to tell about that monk. So flustered I can't even say his dang name right. Hello. Reason number 2, I decided to put a tracer down on that stop. Speaking of so many Pikachus, I actually caved in and expanded my storage another 50. I was hitting the cap. My walk just began, and I was feeling too lazy to clear it out. I've been on the fence about adding expansion to Pokemon storage anyways. And hello, reason number 1 I wanted to stop by this stop. Well, I'm on the fence about talking to my phone in front of other people. So that raid boss story will have to wait for another day, but trust me, it's an invigorating one. It is a frustrating one. If I don't talk about it, I'll be sure to clip it in right about now. You're welcoming, future self. Yes, I enjoy making you suffer. Frickin' muck. So, once upon a time, it was last weekend. I was remembering it way too vividly for my own good. I battled in the gym. Saw there was a raid boss. Went over to it. It was a gym. It's an area that I don't normally go to. So that already put a bit of an awkwardness in my mouth. However, that's not where it ends. Yeah, I feel like I'm totally gonna have to edit it in because I'm not telling this story while I'm walking. At least in this heavy populated of an area. Of course, every gym day don't take down myself is one that's already full. Long story short, you know what, I'm gonna go for it, because I beat the gym. It was the fact of how it ended after I beat the raid. That was terrible. So let's go for it. Do I wait for that gym? Or do I wait for this one that's level 4, but it isn't in a really huge area? They may actually be able to battle someone. You know what? I got a bone to pick with this muck. Might as well wait. Maybe by then. And that one's an hour away anyways. I don't know if I'm gonna be here that long. So, since my past self is lazy, I guess I'll finish up the story here. Essentially, I faced off against this muck. To start off, I was going into an area I wasn't comfortable being in the first place. Not that it wasn't bad to be there or anything, just at the time I wasn't sure what type of place it was. So I'm already on edge, both figuratively and literally, because I'm trying to get as far away from the gym as possible while still being able to click on it, or the general location while still being able to click on the gym. I fight through it, actually lose to it, have to retry, managed to beat it on the second time around. But that wasn't the hard part. The hard part was trying to catch this thing. You might be able to see as I'm catching it right now here, but Muck has a, let's just say, erratic animation when you're trying to catch it. I was trying to catch it, but between the distance it was away, and just how small the circle is compared to the body of the Pokemon, I just for the love of me could not line up a shot correctly to catch it. I don't even recall if I got a single one of the balls in my last attempt. Pretty sure I missed most of them. It ran, and out of desperation I tried to get back into the gym, maybe for game glitching, I'll have to recatch it or something, and to my dismay, nothing ever happened. I could not get this muck. And the muck was one of the things from late raids that eluded me, until, spoiler alert, this very day. Now if you excuse me, I have to get back to actually editing this video, trying to catch up on the backlog, which I'm not able to do because some people insist that I tell stories when I could be working on editing and getting videos made to put up so I can clear space for more recordings. Me revise when I never really even need them. This wouldn't be an issue. I do not need revise from raids. I get them plenty enough about it. But speaking of raid, that went a lot better than before. I was sitting right next to a bunch of people when doing it, so maybe they took pity and joined because I had some help, which is why I was able to do it. I'll admit at first I thought that was going to screw me over because I did not have the proper time to prepare because it popped me in at the time frame of the other guy. So I didn't even get all the Pokemon together they wanted. But it worked out in the end, so I suppose that's all good. I think you saw my big problem with Muck. For some reason I just can't throw a Pokeball at it. It's like, I don't know where, my fingers don't know where to aim in that pile of sludge or something. But all's well that ends well. Kinda wish I wasn't such a shy little dork and actually thanked them for the help in person. Because there's a bunch of people just sitting at the table next to me, and at least 2 people tried to appear to take on the raid too, so it had to be one of them. But I don't have the social courage to go up on someone who I don't know is actually playing the game or not and thank them and make a fool out of myself in the future. But I mean, if you come across this video, thank you. Don't say you're welcome, because that's going to just embarrass me anymore. But hey, I guess that's why I'm a dork and why I'm really looking forward to Fan World. It's a convention coming up next week in Niagara Falls, and I feel a lot less awkward in a convention environment. Doesn't matter where the convention is, just when I'm at a convention, especially gaming and convention or anything with people cosplaying, I feel a lot less awkward. And I am looking forward to socializing with people without looking like a total dork. Yeah, a whole hour and a half. Even if I did have a group of people to take on that level 4 raid with, I'm not waiting an hour and a half for it, especially when I did a raid. Depending on the Pokemon, it might be worth it. But I'm not going to wait half an hour when I don't, or an hour and a half, when I don't even know what I'm going to get myself into. Any sort of preview, besides the fact that it's level 4, would be appreciated. Nope. All I know is that's a level 4 raid. It's gonna take an hour and a half to do. Yep. If I'm struggling with a freaking level 2 raid by myself, why even bother? Still, I want to walk down there just for the fun of it. It doesn't seem like I'll even be able to do anything at the gym, but it's a thing. Look at this wonderful glitch. On the tracker, it says it's 13 minutes till the raid boss, but you can even see it without me pulling it down. And the counter on the actual gym says an hour and a half. Yeah, I'm really tempted to tell that story still. I'm gonna have to edit it in because I'm just making myself more work otherwise, trying to cut out all the times I say I'm gonna tell that story. Which I'm probably gonna do anyways because it's repetitive commentary. It's not like I'm doing anything too unique in the gameplay. What the heck? I just put the guy in the gym. And he's already back. This is my gripe with the gym so far. You still have the issue of, with only 6 Pokemon, it's like half the gyms are already yellow, so no one gives a crud. I don't think I can put any Pokemon in this gym because it's a raid boss. I can't get my Pokemon in anywhere. Because the gyms are full, or every time I get one set up, I get kicked out. Barely even got 2 coins from all that fuss. All I want is a Pokemon to sit in the gym long enough to get 50 coins, and then I won't bother taking down more gyms, and people can get their 50 coins in. But how many? You know what it should be? It should be something minor, but still rewarding, like a single coin every time a gym's completely full and you not spin the spot, but spin the spot for the first time for the day. And fantastic. I am in Canada land now, without actually being in Canada, according to my phone. So Pokemon Go is a no-go. At least on a normal day. Today, I think I lucked out because I did set up a network plan so I could actually get coverage in Canada in case I went over there during the Niagara Falls convention. And I think that worked out because otherwise I wouldn't be able to use my phone because it would think I was in Canada. That doesn't explain why it froze. By the way, what's a Geodude doing this close to the water? I guess it's not at the water, but still. Any minute now. There was a Sneasel here just a second ago. There's something about this area on Sneasel lately. And it can't be a nest, but I don't know what else it could be. Can someone just knock out that fire plume, please? It's been sitting there at 12 hours at 29 CP. They clearly just wanted to go home. And I clearly just want to spot in. And I don't have alt accounts because I'm not a cheater. Can someone just knock out that fire plume? The Squirtle is probably just in there for a couple longer than the trainer wants to, but that Vileplume's holding everything up, and it's making me furious. There we go. I knew there was a Sneasel here, and it apparently wasn't the only thing. So even after all that struggle, I did not catch a Squirtle. There's just some technical issues where I'm so close to the lake that divides the US and Canada that I'm actually picking up both phone reception from the US and Canada, which would explain why I'm still having the technical issues with this dang game, even when I have access to both US and Canada. Raspberry Ultra Ball, great, should be enough though. Yeah, we don't even have to worry about the shakes. I know that's not a critical capture, I know that's just the game being incompetent. Speaking of things that are clearly not nests but still surprisingly common around here, another frickin' Wobbuffet. I'm gonna have the ultimate Wobbuffet before the end of the year, I can tell already. Just a matter if I want to invest the Stardust into it. Speaking of which, hello, free Stardust. 10,000 years later. I just had to open my mouth. Oh, screw it. I want it. I'm fussing with my phone so much for this dang thing, I might as well get it. Anyway, it ain't coming back. I've been hanging around here way too long. It's not even worth going for that Magikarp. I'm sure I'll find at least 5 more in the span of a week somehow. Yeah. Okay, this Pikachu is too hysteria. It's getting a little ridiculous here. We're doing that. There's probably better things for me to use my premium pass on, but I do not have anything in the decks yet. And I've been out a lot, so Weezing can wait another day. Muck waited, and I was rewarded. That Pokemon can do the same too. So 2 rays of it in a row. It's just really calling. I think I found some gyms that could use some help. If nothing else, this is so far off the beaten path that I should at least be able to get my 50 coins. As you can tell by the fact that there's 2 instinct gyms right next to each other. Now I'm curious, how long have they been sitting here? 13 hours. No sign of slowing down. I'm in for it. And the drowsy hatch. You know what this means? This means I've been walking 5 kilometers because I started at 8 in the middle of my walk. So I've been walking longer than that. Unbelievable. Let's see if I can get another one. As well as my 50 coins as long last. Even if they're just... they don't come home until the middle of the week where I don't got time to do gyms anyways, I will be content. And what do you know? Grocery shopping, I found another Bulbasaur. Not every day you see 2 Bulbasaurs in the same walk. I don't think I've seen... besides the Grass Festival, I almost never see Bulbasaurs that frequently. And they're my most common starter. I got this weird feeling, I can't prove it, but I get the feeling that the starter you pick at the beginning of the game determines what starter type is your more frequent spawn, because I see more Chikorritas than Totadiles and Squirtles. I see more Bulbasaurs and Charmanders and Squirtles, minus the occasional Nessinat. And Bulbasaur was my starter when I first played this game over a year ago. I cannot believe I've already walked another 2 kilometers. I'm just gonna say 2 because I know there was a period of time of just walking around in not Canada land and was not getting the steps because I couldn't connect to the game. So I've been walking for a long time, and as you might expect, I was walking longer than I was expecting. I also got greedy and took another gym. Tore it down from the foundation right before a raid. Because I feel like if those raids just are just... of those other gyms that were already taken are just isolated, I may not get the Pokemon. So if I can stagnate it somehow to last me into the work week, that would be perfect. Because you can't get more than 50 coins anyways. If one of them comes home early, then oh well, that means less work I gotta do to hit the max coins tomorrow. Before I head out for the day, I kinda wanna see if I got any sort of thing out of the ordinary to point out. Oh yeah, there were a lot of Ash Hat Pikachus today. I don't think the journal's even gonna show all of them. Weird. It does. I could have sworn I caught 3 Pikachus. I definitely seen 3 Pikachus on the way there and back. I could have sworn I caught at least 2. There's one. I know there's another one further up. So yeah, I caught 2. And there was even a third, but I didn't feel like going back for it. They really are making them frequent spawns though. And I got a lot of box filling to do because my ideal plan is tomorrow to go out, use a lucky egg, get my 7-day bonus for both catching and spinning a spot with that lucky egg, and then do another mass evolution because I got lucky eggs. It's probably a mistake for me to buy them in the bulk from the shop way back when I did it. Don't worry, I didn't buy the freaking ripoff, aka the anniversary box, but he bought the lucky egg bundle, and man, that probably gave me more lucky eggs than I needed. Oh well. I'm super curious what this raid boss is going to turn into, even though I did my raid for the day. What level is it even going to be at least? So I mean, if I can keep my Pokemon in the gym for the raid to go through, that guarantees me at least an hour. And this guy has a double weakness, so he should come back home, which I'm kind of hoping for because I got more Magikarp candies for him. No, I didn't go back for that Magikarp that I said I did. Except, that 7 Magikarp candy, I swear it came out of nowhere, and I'm only kinda lying. I mean, okay, I did. But oh well, that's. I walked. I walked at least 6 kilometers, probably 7 or 8 kilometers today. Didn't have any heartbreak grades. Finally got muck in the Pokedex. I am happy. Yeah, it's pretty filled up already. And now some gym I put my Vaporeon in, and it's already almost got a full team. Yeah. Mystic and Valor are. What's the word? Relentless? Yeah, relentless. And Instinct is definitely hard mode. But at least it's better now than it was in the old days. Well, looks like my plan might have almost come into play. Actually, this might be perfect. Because it looks like my Dragonite just came back. I don't know, you would think that the Dragonite would need candy. And yet my other Pokemon is still out there guarding the gym. Maybe it was just more people were feeding it, but point being, it's almost midnight. I got my 50 coins. So it looks like tomorrow, looks like it'll hit midnight before he gets sent back home. And I'll get my under 50 coins then. Best case scenario. I don't know, but then I wouldn't be able to do anything else. But point being, the plan is coming to fruition. What am I doing up? You may ask at almost midnight. Shut up.